Hey everybody, Carl Wockner here. I'm going to give you a quick studio tour of how I set up all of my live streaming stuff and where my looping situation goes. So follow me around, we'll do a quick 360 and then I'll get into it. This is my live kind of little setup. Here we go, this is my little studio space, desk. I've got some outboard equipment, monitors, the whole deal, everything you need for a little home studio. And yeah, this is basically my little workspace. So first up, lighting, even if you're just doing it off your phone, is extremely important. I've got a nice budget set of lights here. The idea about soft and hard lighting, you've got something like these little LEDs, which are extremely bright. I try and soften it so it's a little bit more of a cinematic sort of feel, as much as you can get with cheap lighting, with this diffuser. And then extremely important, you have your main light, and then you have a backlight, which is a light that kind of captures the back part of you, sort of opposite where you have the main light. Ideally that's not in the shot, but when my camera angle's coming from sort of this way, you can't see that backlight, but it's kind of creating a nice sort of silhouette around one side of my body. So you got your two source lights, and then essentially a space here, no different to if I was live on stage. I come into a simple little mixer for the purpose of this, and I've just kind of stayed with it. It sounds fantastic. So essentially what we do is, you can see I've got my microphones down here. If you follow me down here, I've got my pedal board, 4 lines coming out of my pedal board, mics, everything going in up here, up into the mixer. Tiny little mixer, but I use almost every single part of it. All I have is vocals, my guitar's set up. I've got a room microphone, which is very important, so it doesn't sound so stale and intimate, I guess. It makes it a little more ambient. So room microphone here. I've got a small PA set up, a sub, and a top box. That's so I can reference myself in the room. And essentially the audio quality of this, I've been getting a lot of good compliments on that for streaming. It's all very well and good in YouTube land, where you can pre-record stuff and you can mix it and master the audio and get it as good as you can sound. But when it's live and streamed, you haven't got that luxury. So I run into the mixer, and then the best situation, simplest situation for you and for me, is to come out of the headphone jack. So out of the headphone jack to where my phone's mounted. So this one's my Instagram mount, and this is my Facebook Live mount. Instagram's portrait, so I need to have it a little off to the side here, so it captures everything. And then Facebook is landscape. Facebook gets the best audio because it actually stays up for the longest time. And this is what happens is the headphone extension from my mixer is getting all of the mixer audio that I'm sending it from my microphones and my guitar stuff coming into this. This is the trick, is this little extension here. So this is a TRRS extension. You'll notice it's got 4 sleeves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks a little different to the 3-ring sleeve. I'm not sure if you can see that, but this is what you need. Essentially it's TRS to TRRS. So what you do, plug that in. These are only about $6 or $7 or $10 on eBay or Amazon. I've got a newer iPhone, so I have to run this lightning connector, and then I simply plug it into my phone. This is just my case, but plug it into my phone, and then I'm live. It's not an elaborate or crazy setup, it's very simple, but the trick is getting the lighting as good as you can get it, and then getting a nice angle on as many devices as you can. Obviously there's way more extensive versions of this. You can get software like OBS, which you can control different cameras. You can do watermarks on the screen and all that sort of thing. But for me, I like to keep it nice and simple for my own sanity as well, and just to get the best audio quality as I possibly can. So hopefully that answers as many questions as you have. Please hit me, comment down below. Let me know if there's any more and I'll try and help you out. Obviously this is a perfect situation right now to do a lot of live streaming because everybody's at home. It's the only thing we can really do in this chaotic world right now. So I'm trying to make the most of it a few times a week. If you haven't checked them out, please jump on and check them out. But I hope this is helpful for you, and yeah, I'll see you online. Cheers.